As far as Odell, I think there's two parts to that question. I mean, number one, we really love our receiver group, and I really like the balance of, the veterans, versus the young guys. So, I think we got some better football with more opportunities in front of us. But in particular to Odell, I've always been a huge fan of his. From Ben McAdoo and Joe Witt, all the guys between that I've worked with in New York at New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Everybody has nothing but great things to say about him. Obviously, I've always been so impressed with his football playing ability, but I've just heard so many excellent things about him over the years. So, I think those are conversations for the future. But right now we're focused on our guys.
Oh, the future is coming quickly, though. Later this week, Odell Beckham Jr. expects to be fully cleared for practice and playing after suffering a non-contact torn ACL in Super Bowl 56. Jay Glazer of Fox reported on Sunday that the clearance comes this week. There was a report from NFL media that Beckham is on the radar of the Cowboys. Look, the Cowboys tried to trade for a receiver. They tried to get Brandon Cooks. Anybody that tried to get Brandon Cooks and didn't is clearly in the mix for Odell Beckham. You're looking for help at receiver, and you can get this guy without having to give up the draft pick compensation or the $18 million fully guaranteed contract for 2023, which would have come with Brandon Cooks. It's a no-brainer. Cowboys, Rams, anybody that was thinking about Brandon Cooks should be thinking about Odell Beckham Jr. And, Chris, that would be something to see OBJ with the Blue Star. He's had some big games against the Cowboys. His great catch came against Dallas. He had 3 touchdowns with the Browns in Dallas in 2019 or 2020. Excuse me. That could be something if it happens.
Yeah, it's a good match. That's for sure. It makes sense. It's a star power playing for the star, right? He's one of the biggest stars in our sport. They're always welcoming of that. I think it makes sense on the football field too. Like, Dallas isn't desperate for him. They don't have to have him, but he certainly would help. That's for sure. That's where you look at it. And you look at it from his standpoint, like we've talked about, Mike. It's not somewhere where he'd have to go and be dependent on right away. He could work his things in, work his way in slowly. Where, okay, they got CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup is, continuing to be better and better here after his torn ACL. Noah Brown is pretty damn good. They are running the ball. They don't need him. But they might need them to beat a team like the Eagles in the NFC Championship game or the 49ers or beat the Bills and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I think that's where you got to look at it. And if I'm Odell, that's one of the teams I'm looking at. I know there's a lot of teams on the list that we talk about, but, man, if I'm Odell Beckham Jr., I think it's pretty clear, in my opinion, right now about where you're thinking about going here. The Packers, get the hell out of here. No way you go there right now.
Oh, not
no
now.
way.
Not now.
Right.
Not now.
Rams,
No.
I wouldn't go there either. See you later. I think it's got to be Kansas City, Buffalo, or the Dallas Cowboys. Those three, if you're Odell Beckham Jr. looking to further your career, strike it rich with the next contract, those are the three that make sense to me. I wouldn't even put the 49ers in that conversation with those three.
I got one more.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
I think the T.J. Hawkinson thing takes them out of the mix.
Yeah.
But they reportedly were one of the teams that was kicking the tires on Brandon Cooks. Now, again, it may have been either or, Hawkinson or Cooks. And Hawkinson, Hawkinson, for a guy that just walked through the door and didn't know the offense, he was in 60 of 66 snaps. He had 9 catches on 9 targets.
Yeah.
They may not need OBJ. And as you said, I've seen others reporting it now. You've been saying it for weeks. Beckham doesn't just want a Band-Aid to the end of the year. He wants something more substantial. He's never gotten, he had the original payday from the Giants,
right,
and it wasn't bad, but he hasn't gotten another one. And why do this, until the end of the year incentive-driven deal when you can maybe say, hey, you want me for part of the season, you got to lock me up for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's
Give
tough.
me something that gets me to sign on the dotted line and stick around through 2024 or whatever. But when we did that draft back
realistic?
on October 12th, the Cowboys were one of the teams that we pegged, and I think the Cowboys right now, you got to. I still keep hearing the Bills.
Yeah.
But hey, this is the benefit of Beckham being in a position where he can pick the horse during the race. And he's able to pick the horse as they, I don't know any of the horse racing terms.
They're coming down the final turn.
As they're coming around the final turn.
And down the stretch they come.
I mean, why? The longer you can wait to pick the winning horse, the better.
That's
right.
right.
A lot of stuff shakes out. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.